Um, I've been going through the book of Philippians, or Philippians. I was having a debate with my dad the other day. I said to him, because he couldn't figure it out either, he said, it's probably Philippians. But do you say it Philippians, or do you say it Philippians? And we're still trying to kind of wage this kind of thought around, because you say Philippi, you don't say Philippi, but you say Philippians, not Philippians. So how does that work? But apparently it happens many times in English. Sonia was telling me about this, so it's quite common. So it's probably Philippians. So Philippians chapter 1, verse 8, and I'm going to read from there. I've skipped verse 7, you'll notice. But verse 7 is almost like a confirmation of the previous part, so I can skip that. Verse 8 starts, For God is my witness, how I long for you all with the affection of Jesus Christ. And this I pray, that your love may abound still more and more in real knowledge and all discernment, so that you may approve the things that are excellent in order to be sincere and blameless until the day of Christ, having been filled with the fruit of righteousness which comes through Jesus Christ to the glory and praise of God. It's a great series of verses. I was thinking about it this week as I was preparing for the great prayer meeting we had on Wednesday. For those of you that weren't there, you really missed a time of dwelling in the presence of God and listening to him. And he was really quite powerfully speaking to us. And some of tonight's actually come from the prayer meeting. I was thinking about it because I was praying that day. I was kind of waiting for somebody, and so I was pacing backwards and forwards in the room I said I'd meet them in. They were coming to have a look at the room. And I was pacing backwards and forwards, and I'd just been reading and mulling things over in my mind. And I thought to myself, what is it like to pray for a body of people that their love would increase more and more? Because I don't know if you're anything like me, but when you pray, you often have a kind of a series of thoughts that you're praying about, or even a series of cards or imaginary cards of this need and that need and this need and that need, and that person needs a job and that person needs a new head, and, pray for that person, their face. No, I'm joking. And we have this series of things, but that we also have, Lord, please move in this area, and what about those people, and what about that group, and what about people with drug addictions, or what about people... And we have a series of kind of parts that we kind of go down the line. But this is not really a prayer for that. This is a prayer for a whole culture to adopt a pattern and a change in character. So this is a prayer for the people to love. And we only do that when we almost have an inspiration or we have an example. And that's why Paul, in the previous verse, in verse 8, said, For God is my witness, how I long for you all with the affection of Jesus Christ.